Good morning, my beautiful people of Abuja, beautiful people of Nigeria, and beautiful people of those who are listening to me beyond Nigeria. This is NYSC Radio 88.3 FM, and this is Corpers Hangout. Yes, the show you're listening to is Corpers Hangout. Here we get to talk about Corpers' experiences, what they've experienced in camp, or what they wanted to experience that they didn't experience. I'm not alone here. I'm not alone. I'm with a guest. She's looking so beautiful. She's looking is it lavish? I mean, ravishing. Sound 7K looks good on you.
Excuse me.
Right.
All right. Hi, my name is Onize from the editorial board CDS, and I'm here today.
Oh, interesting. You look beautiful, my dear.
Thank you.
So tell me, your camp experiences when you were in camp. Which camp where did you camp, please?
Kubwa.
All right, interesting. So before we get started, can you tell me what was your first day experience like?
My first day, I think I came earlier. Yes,
Okay.
I came earlier. I came a day before because of the myth and something that I've heard about. Oh, we have to come earlier so that you can get a good best
Oh, so
day.
it becomes 001.
No, not 001.
Okay.
Not 001, but guess my number first.
5,188.
Okay, no, let's just skip that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I was expecting everything to be so rough, like extremely, because of the things I've heard. But honestly, my registration went so smooth. But I think maybe because I came earlier, so I think that was it for me.
Okay, that's interesting. It seems like your camp experience during the first day is smooth.
Sure, it was. Yes, let's just say that.
All right. Okay. So, what was one thing you packed for camp that you did not use at the end? I know so many of us out there actually really, really, really had this same. Should I say have the same problem or was part of this same thing I'm just saying now? So,
Okay.
what was it?
Yeah, I think I tried as much as possible not to overpack. At the same time, I didn't want to underpack.
Okay.
So I think one thing I really packed for camp and I didn't make use of like that was pen and book.
Oh, that means your second class was in vain.
Yeah, it wasn't maybe.
So,
It wasn't about my skill and everything. Like we learned skills and all of that. But I think the pen and the book, they didn't really work like that because most of the things were almost, if not already digitalized.
okay.
So most times we'll just have to like make use of our phones, scan codes and all of that. So the pen and book was like one thing I could not make use of.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I actually carried my pillow. Oh, I carried pillow. But I ended up not using my pillow. So, Ernest, what was one thing you packed that you didn't use at all in camp?
Coming from Lagos State to Abuja, I camped in Kubwa.
Okay.
We have this mindset mosquito.
Oh. Okay.
I came with my mosquito net, and for one day, the way I came with it is the same way I left with it.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Okay, all right. So, what was one thing you didn't pack? Immediately you wished you had one thing that you didn't pack, but later you say, "Hey, check go there. I wish I packed this thing." So, what was that thing?
It was actually two.
Two.
Yes.
All right,
There were
go
two
ahead.
things.
Okay.
The first one was enough beverages like biscuits. I wish I really packed more, more. And another thing I didn't come with was pillow. I think I'm someone I can't sleep without having something elevated like that.
Okay.
That was one thing for me. So I really wished I took my pillow along.
Oh, interesting. How about you, Ernest?
There's only one thing I didn't pack, and I regretted not packing it.
Okay.
And that is Gary.
Oh, lifesaver!
I'm telling you, I forgot
Okay.
to pack that Gary while coming.
I think we're in the same line.
Yeah.
Even when I was looking at my list, I knew I had cornflakes, I knew I had good more, I even carried granules. I carried Tom Tom. What did I pack? But then, Mr. Gary, I forgot to carry Gary. I had to bite my tongue.
Oh, Gary.
My tongue. All right, guys. They say experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
So if you're asked, or if maybe your next word you want to go by NYC, I believe some of you carry 5 Ghana must go.
No,
Am I right?
this time around, I will not listen to anyone that is telling me don't carry 2 boxes. I'll carry 3.
Oh.
4 boxes.
All right.
I want the person that could lack.
Really? All right. So, what was the biggest surprise you experienced when you arrived at camp? What was the biggest surprise? What was one thing that surprised you when you arrived at camp?
The environment.
The environment. What about the environment?
There was nothing there's nothing I needed that was not in camp.
Oh wow.
We had clinics, we had sports arena, we had, even though the manual drills felt more like something else, but everything, at least for that 21 days, there was no reason you would be leaving the camp. I don't think there was anything you would need as basic amenities that was not provided during the 21 days. So if that's the case here, that
means
was
they were prepared.
They were prepared. Let's
nice. How about you, Ernest?
Sincerely, I will commend the facilities.
Oh wow.
Because when we came, like as she said, that she came early. When I came into the camp and I entered my lodge, I was surprised to see the shower working.
Oh, clock it for them. Let's clock it for them.
I'm telling you, like the shower was working in a public space. And it worked for that 3 weeks. I was like, no, they really prepared for us by coming.
Mom, I carried my bucket. Waiting to my bucket and pump. Well, when I got to camp and I saw the vicinity, I was like, wow, it's really, oh God. The green is greeny. The trees are treesing. The breeze, everything. The environment was quite interesting. But that's nice. It's good you were surprised when you got to your camps. Alright, so what was one? Okay, so if you could go back to the one of camp, if you could fast forward, or is it teleport back to your first days in camp, what would you tell your past self?
I love that question.
Yeah.
Let me be sincere.
Alright.
I'll be kind of, I love being organized. I really love it so much.
Okay.
So I think one thing I did when I was going for camp was I had, don't laugh, I had a to-do list. Does that sound weird?
No.
So I had things I knew, going to NYSC camp, just 21 days.
Okay.
When you say these are the things you would be doing. So I think if I would ever have the opportunity, no, not like in this life, but then to ever go back to camp, I think the first thing I would tell myself is, just like I had my to-do list, I should have pictured it in my mind that I was meeting new people, and these new people actually meant new personalities.
Okay.
And they would see the world in a different light from how I see the world. Now, how do I cope with them? How do I associate with them? How do I make sure that our conversations don't lead to fights? Because I think that was one thing I really had problems with when I was in camp. I was in OBS, but I could not communicate effectively with my peers. Like, I was always finding things, maybe someone is against me or something, but then
insecurity complex.
Yes. So after some days, I said, no, this is wrong. I should accept people for who they are and learn better. So I think if I had the opportunity to go back, this is something I would really prioritize. I don't have to blame anyone for anything. I just have to balance it.
All right. So how about you, Ernest?
I would say, what would I want to even say about that?
Anything.
If I should, as she has said, relationship-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting interesting.
Relationship-wise, because I was very busy in camp.
Okay.
Chores, I was in the kitchen. It's either I'm washing the pot, either we're serving food. So during that 3 week, I was seeing a lot of my peers will come to the room. Oh, say they met this person, they met this person. And coming from a far distance where NYSC gives you the opportunity to meet different people, you see different faces, and you mingle from mingling a race to one thing. Then eventually you can find your missing you.
Oh,
so I wish I pay more attention to that aspect, and will not be here by now.
Yeah, that's an aspect.
All right. Okay, shortly we're going for a break. I believe this conversation is getting interesting, as it's also interesting here. This seat here is very hot. I cannot even sit down. Precisely, I'm standing. All right, we're going for a short break. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back from that short break, and you're listening to NYSC Radio 88.3 FM, and we're having Corpers Hangout here. Yeah, we get to know about our Corpers experiences, what they experienced, what they thought they had experienced, what they wished they could experience in camp. So, with me here is Ernest and
Onize.
All right, so talk to me, Ernest. Before you got to camp, what did you think your first day would be like?
You know, when you saw your peers when they were going ahead of you during the batch that went before you, so we're just seeing pictures like we were posting, doing this, the army dress. So when I got to camp, I was like thinking that my first day will be like hell. But getting to the camp, the whole military, the manual, all of them were friendly. As
Okay.
if angels entered the camp.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, when I was like, is this, am I in the wrong camp? I don't know what's happening here. But all of them were welcoming. They welcomed us well.
Okay, that's nice. So what was one thing you packed that turned out not necessary?
My mosquito net.
Oh.
I packed my mosquito net and getting to the camp, I did not use the mosquito net.
Really?
I'm telling you.
So the environment is free of mosquitoes?
It was well fumigated. In camp, you cannot even see an insect in the facilities.
Okay.
The whole
alright.
environment was well
That's nice. How about you?
Yeah, I think the same thing too.
Mosquito net.
It was not necessary.
I carry my pillow. I don't use my pillow.
Chimo, why?
I carry my wrapper. I don't use wrapper. I wasn't told that we're wearing white and white upon white till the end of camp. I wasn't told. So I carried my pillow, but I didn't make use of it. And I also carried my wrapper, 2 of them precisely, and I didn't make use of it. All right. So what did you think the accommodation would be like, and what was your actual experience when it comes to accommodation? Ernest.
I thought the accommodation would be like an advanced for the school setting.
Oh, were you thinking of an estate?
Not really. I was not thinking for an estate, but when we got to the accommodation, it was organized. Actually, the camp is not for pleasure,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
you had a good bed space. Our room was
Okay, just nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
the facilities, like we had everything we needed for like 21 days.
Okay,
And
the
it's
beds
not
were
really-
okay.
Yes,
The
not
beds,
really.
everything.
Yes, not really like to your own satisfaction, but like yeah, it was available. So
Okay, so what's your perspective about Mami Market? If we didn't mention Mami Market.
mommy. Mommy.
Mami Market,
Oh, good.
Mami Market. I appreciate the fact that Mami Market was there
Okay.
and they had everything we were looking for, but I think they were really overpriced.
That's
I
true.
think like the pricing was just too much. It felt like times 2 of what we could get out there. So I think we were using the leverage of the fact that we cannot leave that camp within 21 days.
Okay.
And we had no other choice than to just do it. Because some of us did not come with some things and we needed to go get it. But then when you get there, for example, if your phone should fall, an iPhone, and you want to repair the screen, it's
Sorry.
there.
Okay.
But the fact that the money you use to repair it there is going to be too much compared to if you're outside town.
You didn't lie. If there's a one like this, you didn't lie at all. Like Mami Market. But anyways, thank God for Mami Market.
Yeah, also thank God for Mami Market.
So what camp experience made you realize, okay, I'm really in NYSC now? What camp experience made you say to yourself, God, am I really in NYSC camp? So, Ernest, what camp experience made you think that way?
The great Sayed lecture. Hey, from 9 to when?
I think
That's
mine was
right.
9 to 2 thereabout.
9 to 2. Imagine sitting in the hall and you'll be hearing series of lectures.
Oh,
And you don't even know what to pick. Like,
I was like saying, and imagine when we were seeing those videos, Sayed, yo.
But you know that side class is actually an interesting one.
Sincerely.
And when it comes to the skill acquisition, they were really intriguing, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm in the hostel and you start nearly double up, just know it's Said class. And when I just heard that sound, Said, my mind will just caught and travel to Zamfara. Why? Because it's time to sleep. Even when you try to sleep safe, you cannot sleep because of the so much lectures they had that day. But anyways, kudos to Said.
True.
So let's go to the next question. What is one thing you thought would be terrible about camp, but actually ended up enjoying? What is one thing you thought it would be terrible, but at the end it was fun?
I think if I would talk about this,
Yeah.
hey, don't judge me.
All right, go ahead.
Is the mad wardrobes.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but I enjoyed it. I like the fact that I had to that was like the first time I was trying things like maybe the robe, trying to like dodge something.
Doubling up.
Yeah, doubling up and all of that. So it felt so fun for me, but I was not expecting it to be that fun. I was like, oh, would I cope about this? But I think I did.
Well, when I was climbing my own, doing my own manual wardrobe, as I was climbing, there was one, I can't really figure out which of them. But as I was climbing the rope, the song that was coming in my head was Copper, 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 I was, so I was like, imagine me falling down, and before you know, my video goes viral. My parents got to see me shaking on the rope. But anyways, it's all good. How about you, Ernest?
For me, it's the food.
Okay.
I was thinking that the kitchen food, sometimes you see videos online, so they're giving coppers, but getting to our camp, they were giving us what I call intercontinental dishes. When I mean, from the bread to the tea, boiled egg, you see jollof rice with chicken. I said, is this NYSC?
You went to enjoy.
I'm telling you for free.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the food in camp.
Okay, that's nice. Anyways, it seems like all of you had good experiences. So, okay.
Good experiences. Yes, but at the same time, I think I want to. I don't know, but I'm saying this because it's just my own personal thing. I appreciate God that I came for NYSC. Why?
Okay.
The reason is listening to what everyone would saying outside, I would not want to come for NYSC. Maybe I would have gone to pursue my MSc first and later just come and settle for it because my country wants me to do it. But no, I think in my own point of view, it has made me see the world in a different perspective. Honestly, because I left my parents all the way from Kwara State and I'm here in Abuja and I've been staying alone for like months now. I've been meeting different people. I've been living life on my own. It has been hectic, I won't lie to you, but I've been learning. Okay. And I think the experience makes us better. I think
Okay, how about you, Ernest?
Sincerely, it's like this. I'll call this whole NYSC an adventure because
Dora.
I'm telling you, I'm seriously exploring.
Okay.
Because living Lagos, I did business for about 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
Waiting for NYSC, I was eventually called. Then coming to the camp, I saw a different world where, when they give you this stereotype about the Northerners, sincerely, when they tell you that, oh, the Hausa people, is as if all of them is having this dagger with them. I'm like, but coming to the camp, I can tell you for free, 85% of all the Northerners I met were homely. Were nice people. I was saying, what is this? What is happening here? I was like, are they painting these people and you're coming to the north? You are saying that, and sincerely, if I wouldn't have known this if I wasn't serving. And I'll give I think, to NYSC for this.
Out of camp, I mean, I think I agree with him. Okay. Because I think currently now I would want to purchase something from the Northerners than my other side. Why? Because they are always truthful with their prices. I don't know how realistic that is. Like, they are very truthful with whatsoever they are selling. If they are making a gain, they would let you understand that, okay, I can cut this for you and all of that. But you see, my fellow people from the other side, they will call God. There is nothing they will not call. They are still
you. Let me talk about my own experiences. Me, if I go camp. Alright, so one of the things that I love about this NYSC when I went for my own camping, I actually camped at Akwa Ibom State. Yes, I camped at Akwa Ibom State. It's not Atai. Don't go by me, that's the local government area. It's Atai, local government area. Well, NYSC helped me to manage my anger. There was something we called camp police. Yeah, I did camp police.
Okay, the red badge.
Yeah, I did camp police in that. I get
always on red.
Yes, I get to camp some hostels. I policed some hostels. And there was this girl that made me angry. So since I have the rights to, punish her as a camp police, but because of I don't want them to decamp me. I don't want to go back to my parents and ask me, what happened? You go camp. No, you don't come. Waiting about. I just had to manage my anger. So if not for NYSC, if it was outside,
you have changed it for.
I'll just change it for the girl. Exactly. My NYSC helps me to manage my anger. Then secondly, NYSC helped me to be able to be like more of an extrovert. I'm just kind of person that I'm an introvert.
Are you joking with me?
I'm an introvert.
The way you've been speaking, I don't think I want to agree.
I'm an introvert, but because of NYC, I was able to like, babe, why not open up, talk to people, associate with people. So NYC helped me out that way. Then when it comes to my career, yes, I actually do read news, but NYC gave me this room to be able to explore more. As you can see, look at my polo, OBS, boldly written. So I was part of the OBS team and I was one of their news reader. So NYC helped me to be able to like dive in properly when it comes to news reading. So, did any of you fall in love within the 21 days camp? Don't be shy.
Before we move into the love aspect, I want to ask you this question. Are you a mass comm graduate?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's
River
lovely.
State University of Padagat.
Okay, that's lovely. I think I love that. So.
Right.
Nice to see a lot. Okay, so the love story.
Yeah, and how many of you?
No, NS first.
No, I want to NS first. Yeah, NS.
Yeah, love.
Yes, love.
You know, maybe something that can is quite implicated. Yeah. Did I fall in love in NYSC? Will I say no
Why?
and yes?
Oh,
Okay. That's complicated.
okay. No one. Yes, yes. No one.
There was this young lady,
Oh,
because I was in Plateau 10.
okay.
So as we were talking about this camp police, she was this is it vanguard that used to go around the hall.
Okay.
During the side lecture, if you are
Sleeping,
sleeping, they will say stand up or do this.
Okay.
So each time I see her from afar, she was in my platoon. She's an Igbo girl. Each time I see her from my platoon, she was just simple. Nothing. She did not talk to me, but she knew who I was.
Okay.
So, but when I saw this person coming and I was sleeping, I would say, please, can you stand near me? Is this all I feel? Every time you stand near me.
Okay.
So I never read it was entering her head.
Okay.
And I was just doing it from a place of innocence and but one
Clear
thing
mind.
led to another thing, one thing led to another thing.
So you found love in camp.
Oh, found love.
Yeah, now can be broke up.
I didn't break up with her.
I'm ready to plan.
So the money that NYC is giving people that get married, you're going to collect it, right?
Would die.
I'll take the 10%.
How about you, really?
No.
No. Yes.
Because I
Let's not dive into that bit. Okay, so what's your advice for those who are yet to go for the NYSC? Let's start with you.
be open. Be open to anything.
Okay.
Yes, be open and have it at the back of your mind that the way you have your life, the way you have your perspective, is the same way others have their own. So be ready to listen to them, be ready to learn from them, be ready to unlearn, and do not compromise yourself because of anything.
Sincerely.
Do not. No matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from, if you want to do something, it might be difficult. Just give it a try.
All right.
Always try something. It is either it works or it doesn't. And it is either they tell you go back or they tell you to come. So
Alright.
it happens both ways. And no matter what anybody tells you, it can never be inscribed on your forehead. So because of that, do everything you want to do positively, shamelessly.
So you're saying NYSC no be scam? Because some people
No,
like
it's scam.
NYSC is a
It's
scam.
No, it's not a
scam.
scam.
Okay.
It's not a scam.
That's nice. How about you, Ernest?
Sincerely, I would say my advice for anyone who wants or who is preparing to come for NYC, be flexible.
Okay.
You know, when you are rigid, like there were persons who having issues with how to meet the camp law, court, and other stuff. Be flexible because you're going to be in camp for 3 weeks and your activities will be regimented. And if you are not flexible or no, I must sleep till 6:30, you will not really have a nice stay in the camp. But once you're flexible, you can easily adapt to a situation that is not favorable, both favorable, then
Okay.
you know that you are in for a good journey in NYSC.
All right. So for me, when I started preparing for my NYSC and finally I saw my color glitter, my heart started beating big bing, big bing, big bing. So God, I'll leave my mommy and my daddy. I'll leave my career and soup. I'll leave my bed. And I'm going for camp. Jesus, how would this journey look like? So just like you both said, just be open-minded.
Yeah.
So when I went for camping, it was quite interesting. Yeah. I loved it. It was a very good experience. It was a very good experience. At least, if you're open-minded, what NYC will do to you is to build your mental capacity. I don't know how, but NYC helps build my mental capacity. So what we are trying to say is that NYSC is not a scam.
It is not a scam.
But those who are thinking NYSC is a scam, NYSC is not a word.
It's not
Scam.
a
Some people are thinking like, okay, we could just go to them now. Maybe NYSC, maybe to serve our nation. Don't think it that way. Try and change that perspective of yours. Be open. Be open. And be positive. Alright, thank you, Renze. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all your contributions. Thank you, Ernest. Thanks for gracing this show. Alright, this is NYSC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja, and this is a wrap for the show. This is a wrap for Corpers Hangout. And up next is the news update. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned for more.
Where the youths are rising, dreams are taking flight. NYSC Radio, keeping futures bright.